How big of a win was that on Saturday for you guys?
That was a big win, and just protecting our home court against the in-state rival. It was a big win for us, especially just the way we won it. We won it on the defensive end, and that's kind of like needs to be our calling card, is just defending on that end and taking care of business there.
You do a great job of penetrating the lanes. What does a guy like A.J. Hammonds and just their whole crew do for you in terms of whether or not you're going to go deep inside?
I mean, I still have to penetrate, but it's going to be tougher to finish around the basket. So I have to pick my spots and when to look to score and then when to kick and dump. So that's just going to be reads I'm going to have to make in the game. I'm going to have to do a good job because they have three really good guys that protect the rim.
How do you guys view this game in terms of a great opportunity, to have a real signature win on the road in the conference? It's a real chance to do that.
Yeah, for sure. It's a big opportunity that we have, and we need to go with that mindset with a little bit of an edge to go in there to be able to knock off a top 25 team on their home floor. Is going to be tough, but we have to play with an edge in order to do it.
Coach talked about on the defensive end, you guys have to do a lot to make sure that the big men don't get touches inside. How much of that falls on your shoulders to make sure they can't just,
Yeah, I mean, we got to shrink the floor a little bit and, gap it up and just try and make their post entries tougher, and then our bigs have to do a good job pushing them out so we can help them as well. So it's going to take a big team effort.
How key has Scotty been the last few games, and what have you seen him?
Huge. He's been a huge.
In practice, has he changed?
Yeah. He's played with a great amount of energy, and that's what we've asked for him to do, is to play with more energy and passion. And I think he's done a great job in that, and it's carried over. And he's now just reaping the benefits of his hard work, and hopefully he'll continue that.
Entering the home stretch here, only 5 games left. From the beginning of the season, you have a lot of expectations. Where do you feel you guys are at? Do you like where you're at now? Do you still feel like you have a chance to do what you set out to accomplish?
Yeah, I think we're still playing for something. And there's not a lot of teams that can say that, I think, at this point. We're still playing for an opportunity to continue our season after the regular season and the Big Ten tournament is over. So we need to think of ourselves as a good team and continue to play that way in order to do what we set out to do.
Is there a message that you guys have had in the locker room, or just about the focus that it takes in this stretch run to do what you're saying, to give yourselves the opportunity to do that?
There's not been much talk about it. It's more from the coaches is we still have things to play for. We went through a tough stretch, and I think we're starting to bounce back out of it. And I think we're growing as a team, and I think we really grew up that last game. I was really proud of how we handled it, and we answered every call that they gave us. They made runs, and we answered the call.
Coach talked about some of your young guys getting a little bit, not burnt out, but kind of worn down.
Yeah.
You've been through that, getting
Absolutely.
the minutes early. How do you get through that?
It's tough. You got to take care of your body. You got to eat right. And, I think one thing that's overlooked at a place like this is the academic work. It can pile up on you, especially with the travel and everything. So you got to try and stay on top of that stuff, and then, eat right, rest, and take care of your body. It's tough. It's tough in this league. And when you're playing a lot of minutes, I think it's very draining, especially from the grind of the Big Ten.
What do you like best about the way you guys are playing right now, and what's maybe one or two things that by the time you guys get to the Big Ten tournament you'd like to be doing better?
Yeah, I think we could do better as far as playing with confidence and not letting our shooting dictate how we play. But I thought we did a better job with that. I think if we can continue to build on that, then we can accomplish what we want.
You look at what's different this year at this point versus last year at this point. What do you see as the biggest difference between just morale in the locker room?
I think just that we're playing for something. We've won. We took care of what we needed to in the before conference season, non-conference season, and now we just have to look and find ways to win games in the Big Ten and then play for something later on.